to God it in his heart, he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's by dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Superdome here in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Carr. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. This is brought in at the 21. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. This one out quickly to Watkins, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Running with Howard. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the 1st down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
They'll get this off to Taylor. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Philadelphia. DK Metcalf, 63 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Carr now on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. George Kittle, 26 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. These two teams all tied after one. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. on second down and 4. Hurts flushed out right. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Working with a 2nd and 3. A give for Taylor running right side. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Going for it with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option. You
get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now it's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Carr. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. That's complete to Marlon Mack. Mack gets hit and the ball is free. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills.
The ball is free. Taylor lost it.
Wow.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Come on with it.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. But first down, Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They'll throw now on the final play. Eluding the pressure right. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert as time expires in the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On first down, it's Taylor. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts going deep here for Watkins. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for Philly. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jonathan Taylor. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
It worked. I like it, though, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Back to Mixon on second down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
On third down, Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Fielded at about the 28. And shedding through the tackle. And again the footwork. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
He wants it all for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, 44 yards. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the Eagles are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action with Hurts. Now he's forced out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Flush to his right. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Throwing his car on third down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
One of my own teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 6 there on first. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. A handoff to Mixon. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the